Yeah, let's go! Hello, Pennsylvania! Hello, Butler County! I've said it before and I will say it again, there is nothing like a Trump rally. How are all you patriots doing today? Is Butler County Trump country? Hell yeah, it is! My fellow Americans, are you ready to save America? Are you ready to make America great again? Are you ready to elect Donald J. Trump as the 47th President of the United States of America? Have you had enough of Joe Biden, Bidenomics, America last diplomacy, and weakness on the world stage? In order for the U.S., our great country, to be strong, we must have a strong president. We need Donald J. Trump. This is the most important election of our lifetime, perhaps the most important for the direction of our country, maybe ever. And it really comes down to some common sense choices, right? Let's ask ourselves a few questions all Americans should. Do we want a border that is secure? Yes, then we must elect Trump. Do we want energy dominance and lower energy costs? Of course, then we must elect Trump. Do we want to eliminate inflation? We must elect Trump. Do you want our military focused on strength and not political correctness? Then we must elect Donald Trump. Speaking of our military, let's honor our veterans. Will our veterans please stand so we can thank you for your service? We love you. Thank you. USA! 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 Hey! USA! 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 Hey, we elect Donald J. Trump. We'll replace Let's Go Brandon with USA! Do we want a crime-fighting president to make our streets safe? Of course we do. We must elect Donald Trump. And do we want America to be respected around the world again? Yes, we do. We need to elect Donald Trump. All Americans need to know this and believe it and follow it and save America. Donald Trump will deliver on his promises. Our border will be secure. He will end the gas-backwards energy policy of the Biden administration. Pennsylvania natural gas will flow again. We will make U.S. manufacturing great again by being the most competitive place in the world to build things. There are so many positive things, folks, happening in the campaign, but nothing is going to replace you and the get out the vote efforts, and of course protecting our vote. Trump is up in the polls. He's up with all sectors, all demographics. And as well, we have some great Republicans on the statewide ticket that are going to help us quite a bit. You're going to be, hey, is Rob McCurry here? All right, well, Rob's running in the 17th for the U.S. House. We got to keep the House. We got Dave McCormick coming up soon for U.S. Senate. Great patriot, combat veteran. He's going to do a great job for us. Stacey Garrity for treasurer. Tim DeFore. All right? And of course, Dave Sunday for Attorney General. All right. You gonna vote for Trump? If he's gonna vote for Trump, he can stay. So, you know, everybody knows the statement Benjamin Franklin made when he walked out when we signed the Constitution. He said he was asked, what kind of government have you formed, Mr. Franklin? And he said, it's a republic if you can keep it. My fellow Pennsylvanians, it's up to us to keep our constitutional republic once again. We have all got to be registered. We all need to vote. And if there's a 1% chance that you may not be able to vote on November 5th, mail in your ballot. Folks, this election is about saving our country and keeping the American dream alive. Can we do it? are we going to do it? Thank you, patriots. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Congressman Mike Kelly.
Ain't America beautiful? This place that we call home. Give us your tide, your pull, your yearning to be free forevermore. Ain't America beautiful? Ain't America beautiful?
Good to see you all. Wow. So a week ago, I got a phone call, and they said, Congressman Kelly, we're going to come to Butler. And I said, you're going to come to Butler? That's great. Where's the event going to take place? They said, the Butler Farm Showgrounds. And I said, okay, how many people are you expecting? They said 6,000 to 7,000. I said, you've never been to Butler. The last time the president was here, 55,000 people, 55,000 patriots. Listen, we've got to talk now as Americans, not just Republicans, not just as independents, and the true Democrats from the old days that were the blue-collar people that were fighting for everything they could fight for, not this social group, socialists, they call themselves Democrats, socialists. Drop the Democrat and just start saying the right thing. You're socialist. And your goal is to destroy the greatest nation the world has ever known and put instead something in place that we will not recognize. Look, you all know, first of all, how many veterans are here? Veterans, where are you all? Where are you all? Right? 1.5 million men in uniform have died to give us the opportunity to gather like this today. They gave their lives never to come home again. No more Thanksgivings, no more Memorial Days, no more Veterans Days, no more Christmas, no more baptism, no more weddings in the family. They died to make sure you could do what you're doing today. And I want to know is at the end of the day, we understand that there was a debate a couple, 10 days ago or so, and everybody said, wait, it's over. It's over. We now know that the media has been lying to us, and now the shield is down, and the fake news turned out to be worse than the fake news. They were anti-American in what they were doing. Now, I'm just going to leave you with this thought. Almost every one of us has been in some kind of a competition in our lives. Did you ever heard the term of playing it through the whistle? Playing it through the whistle means you keep on playing, you keep on doing what you have to do to win, you keep on doing to make sure you don't lose, but I want to give you a different version. We've got to play it through the echo of the whistle. Playing it through the whistle isn't enough, not with this crew that we're fighting against right now. The President of the United States, number 45, is going to be here in not too long. We need to make him number 47. I can't wait till the president sees this crowd. And he's going to know at that point that he didn't win it with a debate. He won it with policy that makes sense for the United States of America. He says, you're not shutting down our energy. You're not shutting down our houses. You're not shutting down our future. You're not taking the future away from not only today's children, but our grandchildren and those to come after. There is only one man who can stand what's going on. I've often asked myself, in 2016, I watched a man come down an escalator who had the greatest life in the world. Beautiful wife, beautiful family, beautiful life. He came down that escalator to get into the swamp because he said, this is not who we are as Americans. Think about what he gave up to save America. Nobody else in history has done that. There's only one Trump. This election is about America's last chance. Last chance. We cannot endure another 4 years of what we've gone through. The Hate America group has got to go into retirement. The Love America group has got to come up. I don't care how you vote as long as it's for President Trump. You don't have to be a registered Republican, but you have to be a registered American and take care of what it is you. This is your last chance to save America. I'm asking you to please do the same thing for what 1.5 million men in uniform died to give you the opportunity to do. Let's not forget that when President Trump comes here, let him know that he is America's last stand. He is America's last chance. This crowd is the crowd that's going to propel him to a victory in November. God bless you all. Thanks for being here. God bless you. God bless you. Let's go, Trump. Let's go, Trump. Let's go. Let's go.
America beautiful, this place that we call home. Give us your tide, your pull, your yearning to be free forevermore.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome candidate for United States Senate, Dave McCormick.
I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse, pull me like a ripcord, break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, word upon your lip, rather that you rip, break me down and build me up, whatever it takes.
All right, there's a crowd. All right, Pennsylvania, all right, Butler County, it's great to see you all. Thanks for coming out, all you patriots, to save our country. Thank you for being here today. You know, the reason I'm here... Oh, yeah, we got to fix that flag. We got to fix that flag somehow. I don't know, I think I need somebody to climb up there. Who's volunteering? You can't climb it if you've had 3 drinks or more. All right. I'm gonna let them work on the flag. And we gotta fix that before the president gets here. And you're all here for the same reason I'm here. I know you are. Because if you believe America is the greatest country in the world, and I do, I believe that. And you believe you've been blessed by everything America has to offer. You've been blessed to be here in this great country, which I do. And you believe America is in deep, deep trouble. We're in trouble, my friends. And you believe you can do something about it, you gotta be here, you gotta fight. That's why I'm running. That's why President Trump's running. That's why Mike Kelly and Dan Muser, that's why all of you are here today to save our country and get it moving in the right direction again. You know, I was born in Washington County, not too far from here. We got some Washington County people. My dad was born in Indiana County. My mom was born in Punxsutawney, Jefferson County. I like to say Punxsutawney because it reminds me of Punxsutawney Bob. Bob Casey, that is, who only comes out of his hole once every 6 years. And I have had the American dream. I grew up in rural Pennsylvania. I wrestled, I played football. I got to go to West Point. I got to serve our great country in the 82nd Airborne Division in Iraq. I got to come back and I ran a company in Pittsburgh for years that helped create lots of great jobs in Western Pennsylvania. So I've been blessed. And my wife's an immigrant from Egypt, a legal immigrant from Egypt. And she came to America as a Christian so she could practice her faith. Only is this the country where people come to be able to have religious freedom. And she got to work for a guy named President Trump and help work on these Abraham Accords you've heard about. So we've been blessed, she and I. And we're worried that our kids aren't going to have that same American dream we've had. We're worried your kids aren't going to have that, and we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Think about it spiritually. Who watches those kids on these college campuses? They don't know the difference between right and wrong. They don't know the difference between good and evil. The majority of those young people don't believe America's exceptional. And you say, my God, how could that happen? And then you watch those college presidents testify and you say, that's how it happened, right? The lack of leadership, the lack of moral clarity. An economy where 60% of Pennsylvanians are living paycheck to paycheck. And prices are up by more than 20%. And it's the result of the terrible, flawed policies of Joe Biden, the spending Bob Casey supported at every step of the way, the war on fossil fuels. It's driven up our prices. It's destroying our economy. You know, I thought the economy was bad, but think about the border, right? The border, who would have thought? I went to the border about 2 months ago, Yuma, Arizona. And I was in the middle of the night, 2 in the morning with the Border Patrol. 50 people walked across the border right in front of me. 5 illegal migrants from Syria, military-age men. 5 Chinese nationals. We have a huge national security risk across our economy. I'm a father of 6 daughters. We have young women being raped and murdered by illegal migrants. We have a fentanyl crisis. You all know about fentanyl here in Butler County, right? We have a fentanyl crisis. 4,000 people died last year in Pennsylvania from fentanyl. 4,000. Almost 100,000 nationally. We got to close the border. That's the first thing we got to do. But 100,000 fentanyl deaths in America. For those of you who are Vietnam vets, we lost 53,000 veterans in 8 years of war. We had 2 Vietnams last year in the United States from fentanyl. This is a war against us. It fits in with the lawlessness coming out of our cities.
Thanks, Joe Biden.
Thanks, Joe Biden, that's right. And the weakness, my friends, the weakness on the world stage. Our adversaries in Iran, in Russia, in China think we're weak. They think our military's weak. And they're testing us and challenging us every day. And my opponent, you guys may have heard of him, a guy named Bob Casey, every step of the way. 98% of the time, he votes with Joe Biden, 98% of the time. But do you know what's most disgraceful? Did anybody see that debate? Anybody see that debate? So what Bob Casey says, this is how much he wants to stay in office. He says that his best buddy, Joe Biden, is just fine, and he's confident he's ready to be commander-in-chief for 4 more years. That's not leadership. That's dishonesty. He's lying to us. He's lying to Pennsylvania. We need a new commander-in-chief. We need new leadership in the White House. We need to take our country back. We need leadership that's going to grow our economy for working class families, that's deregulate and make sure the Trump tax cuts stay in place. We need that kind of leadership in the White House with President Trump. We need leadership to secure the border, to go after these cartels, to stop the flow of fentanyl, and to stop this flow of illegal migrants into our country that's putting such a huge burden on our economy, on our safety. We need a president who's going to support law and order and get rid of this spiraling crime in our cities and our towns. We need a leader, and we need a majority in the Senate that's going to fight for energy dominance and energy leadership from right here in Pennsylvania, the fourth largest natural gas reserves in the world, right here in Pennsylvania. And we need leadership that's going to keep our military strong. All you veterans know it. If you don't have a commander-in-chief you trust, it's hard to go into battle. We need a leader who's going to strike fear in the hearts of our adversaries. And we need a leader who's going to protect every single American. We need a leader who's going to fight to bring home those eight hostages, American citizens in Gaza. To bring home Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, who's been held in Russia for more than a year. And we need leadership that's going to stand up and bring Pennsylvanian Mark Fogel home to Pennsylvania, home to America. That's what leaders do. That's what a commander-in-chief does. Now, Dan Muser said, he said, you know, this might be the most important election of your lifetime, and I think it is, all of our lifetimes. This is the point where we get our country back on track, or we watch it decline in a way that'll make us all sick to our stomachs. And so all of you need to treat this election like your life depends on it, because it does. Thank you. God bless the Keystone State. God bless all of you. God bless America.
No matter how old you are, and no matter what party you followed over the years, those are collective common interests and hopes for all of us. Also, I want to let everybody know some exciting news. This is good news. We launched our new store on Sticker Mule. It's packed with awesome RSBN merch, so you can see things like stickers, t-shirts, hats, keychains, more. You'll love it. You just have to go to stickermule.com/RSBN. This really makes it all worth it, Vanessa. We're standing out here sweating. Everybody's hot, and you know what? Everybody's laughing, smiling, so excited, and I cannot wait to see President Trump's face when he sees this crowd. He's going to he'll want to cry when he sees how many people are out here supporting him today.
It's a massive crowd, goes far, far back.
Stadium.
So again, we're in Butler, Pennsylvania. If you're not sure where that is, it's about an hour outside of Pittsburgh. Pennsylvania voted for Trump in 2016, open for a redo in 2024. Butler, Pennsylvania is a town of about 13,000 people, and we have more than that here today. The people here tell us that they are ready for change. Change in their pockets, that is. They're living paycheck to paycheck, and they just need some wiggle room to live comfortably, because they weren't struggling like this when President Trump was in office. Taking a look at the numbers, a new inflation report was just out today. It shows that prices have risen 20.1% since Biden took office. Prices have risen 20.1%. That is awful. Breaking it down, looking at groceries, they're up 21.3%. Rent is up 21.5%. Is here. He was out with the crowd earlier getting people registered to vote. Believe it or not, there's people here who were not registered.
Well, you are looking live right now at Butler, Pennsylvania, as we await President Trump. Obviously, a packed house there. Thousands of people have been waiting for several hours. We started our broadcast at 11:30 Eastern time this morning. It is now 6 o'clock on the East Coast, 3 o'clock in the Pacific time zone. Of course, 5 o'clock here in the Central time zone. I'm Matthew Alvarez. We've been watching Vanessa Broussard and Nikki Stanzione there live, interviewing the people on the ground. And of course, we had the pre-program that was at 3 o'clock. And we are awaiting 45 to step up to the stage there. Obviously, I like his hat, by the way, the MAGA hat. It says 45-47. It just speaks volumes of the truth of the situation. So once again, 6 o'clock on the East Coast as we await President Trump. We're in Butler, Pennsylvania there, where that's about 35 miles north. Of the city of Pittsburgh, this steel city. A lot of people there from Pennsylvania and some from Ohio as well. Pennsylvania has 19 electoral votes at stake come this election. So we're talking 115 days away from the United States general election. And we'll be with you every step of the way. Obviously, a lot of rallies, events, various news coverage, including the RNC, which we will start 48 hours from now, right here on Right Side Broadcasting Network. We'll have the speakers as they take the stage in Milwaukee on Monday. But I said, wow. And I think that's exactly what we're all looking at today. Look at all those people. It's just wonderful to see that. I mentioned earlier, of course, everybody, I want to throw it to President Trump.
President of the United States, President Donald J. Trump.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
This is a big crowd. This is a big, big, beautiful crowd. I wish the fake news back there would show it. I wish they'd spin their cameras and show it, because nobody would believe it. You know, the other day, Biden was saying, I got big crowds, meaning him. He gets big crowds. He doesn't know what a big... And there were like 93 people there. 93, you know what that is? That's where the front row Joes sit, right here, 93. We got more than 93 front row Joes. Hello, Butler, and hello to Pennsylvania. I'm thrilled to be back in this beautiful Commonwealth with thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots, and that's what you are, and we got to bring our country back to health, because our country is going to hell, if you haven't noticed. Millions and millions of people are pouring in from prisons and from mental institutions. We're going to stop it. We're going to get it stopped. We're going to bring them back. As he said, we're going to bring them back. We're going to deport. With the help of everyone here tonight, we're going to win Pennsylvania this November. We're going to defeat crooked Joe Biden and laughing Kamala Harris. And we're going to take back the White House, and we're going to take back our country. We're going to take it back. Our country's been stolen from us. You see that? It's the greatest, one of the greatest crimes is what they've done over 4 years and hiding what the obvious facts are, isn't it, huh? Isn't it a shame? You run for the President of the United States from a basement. All very dishonest stuff, but you know, we're going to have the greatest election. I tell you what, we did fantastically in 2016. We did much better in 2020. You know, we did much better. And it was rigged. It was a rigged deal, but we did much better. But it's nothing compared to the enthusiasm all over, not just in Pennsylvania, all over. It is nothing compared to the enthusiasm that we've seen over the last year. Because, I mean, a year, think of it, year and a half ago it started. It really started from immediately after the election, you want to know the truth. But a year and a half ago, we were seeing crowds of people desperate to have rallies, desperate to have anything to take back our country. And we're going to take it back. Next week, the Republican Party will hold its convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And 5 days from now, we will officially accept the Republican nomination for president of the United States. Right? And we're going to get a good senator. I'll tell you, you have a real stiff right now in office. He's a stiff. You know, your current senator, I never met him. I don't think I've ever met him. I was only there 4 years, but I don't think I ever met him. I'll tell you, that's your senator. He votes with Biden or whoever happens to be furthest left. We got to get him elected. McCormick. We got to get McCormick, Press McCormick. He's a good man, too. He's a valiant fighter. He's a great, great gentleman. So we're going to bring him up can we bring him up for a couple of minutes later? A little bit later. All right. You get ready, McCormick. You get ready. I'll get you up here. The world will see a vibrant Republican Party that is bigger, stronger, more confident, and more united than ever before. And that's what we are. We're the most united party. Now, you know, I'm watching the fake news go crazy because they're saying the Republican Party has not been united since Ronald Reagan like it is right now. It was united under Ronald Reagan the second time. It was very united. And they said there's never been anything like it. They've never seen a movement like this. Make America great again. You know, Joe Biden talks about we have to stop MAGA. MAGA means make America great again, Joe. It means make America great again. That's all we want to do. If he was doing the job, I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful place with a gorgeous ocean, the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, maybe the Pacific. Thank you. Thank you. Instead, I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator elected and to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it. And it's not easy because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here. And it's much tougher than if it happened. You know, we had the strongest border ever.
In recorded history, we're the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are so damn boring, I try and explain that. Oh, there's a, wow. You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened. Oh.
Move his spear. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Hawkeye.
Well, there you go, guys. Unbelievable information right now as we see President Trump being taken away from the podium there in Butler, Pennsylvania. We did hear some shots there. We don't know what it was that happened. You're looking at the same thing we're looking at right now. I was literally without the suit jacket, just watching the coverage. We heard the loud noises, and we are live right now on Right Side Broadcasting Network. And we are seeing something that is very concerning at this point. Not sure, again, what happened there. We do know that people got towards the ground. We don't know any details. We're watching this live with you throughout this country and some around the world. The leader of the free world is right there in Pennsylvania, Butler, Pennsylvania, 35 miles north of Pittsburgh.